Now today is that day where on Tuesday we get to see the NEV insurance registration for some of our favorite EV stocks like Nio. And as seen on the screen, Nio, for the period which started last week Monday until Saturday, they saw NEV insurance registrations of around 3,800. Well, I know that this might be lower than, of course, the 5,000 we saw for a previous week, or the 5,124 NEV insurance registration we saw a week prior to, of course, last, which is something that, of course, it is not worrisome at all, because what we have seen from this NEV insurance registration is that in the first week of each and every month we get to see, of course, the NEV insurance registration number coming lower, and we usually see the bigger insurance registration figures coming at the end of the month. Now from the 1st to the 10th of course, September, Nio has now 6,000 NEV insurance registration under their name, which is something that is, of course, pretty good, right? Because you will know that Nio's guidance for the month of September is between 15 and 17,000, and to get to see that for the first 10 days of September they are now sitting at 6,000 makes me wonder, of course, the kind of registration that they will see for the rest of the month. Because, ladies and gents, if we are to use the same 6,000 which they have generated for the first 10 days and populate it for the last 20 days of the month, it means that worst case scenario, Nio might generate around 18,000 vehicles, which, guess what, it will be higher than the 17,000 or the 17,200 which they plan to, of course, generate as per their guidance, or the guidance that we saw during their Q2 earnings. This is something that makes me to be really excited. And though I'm saying the 18 might be the worst case scenario, is because, as I've just told you now, each and every month, towards the end of the month, we usually see the NEV insurance registrations becoming more. So my prediction, those of you that have been following me, you will know that I've been saying, or my prediction is Nio selling or seeing 60,000 vehicles for Q3, or for the entire Q3, meaning that for this month of September, Nio will generate over 20,000 vehicles or sales, which, when we add to the almost 40,000 which they now have, will equate to roughly 60,000 deliveries, which will be so amazing. So I'm very excited, because though this 3,800 is a bit lower than the 5,000, Nio is in line to see themselves on a worst case scenario selling around 18,000 vehicles, which will still be higher than the, of course, upper side of their guidance, which makes me to be really excited. Now, when we add these 6,000 NEV insurance registrations which Nio have generated from the 1st to the 10th of September, with the over 20,400 they reported in July, with the over 19,300 they generated in August, Nio to date, or Nio until last week Saturday, they had sales of around 45,800. That is a rough estimate of the kind of sales they have generated from, of course, the 1st of July until last week Saturday, and that was, of course, until the 10th of September 2023. So I'm very excited, because now it simply means that Nio is just left with over 10,000 to get to their, of course, delivery guidance, or the lower delivery guidance of 55,000, which makes me to be really excited, because we still got 3 more weeks when you will be giving us these NEV insurance registrations, and chances of Nio thrashing their delivery guidance are just so high, and makes me wonder the kind of deliveries that we'll see Nio producing for the month of July. But as I've said, my prediction is 20,000 deliveries. Otherwise, ladies and gents, you already know that this was just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. If you seek professional financial advice, you already know what to do. But nonetheless, I would really appreciate if you can just hit the like button if you did enjoy the content, or this content that I was giving you about Nio's NEV insurance registrations for the period which started last week Monday until Saturday. After you hit that like button, please consider subscribing, because on this channel, Nio is one of the stocks that I talk a lot about, because I believe in their fundamentals and their future prospects, and I know that regardless of the low share price that we are seeing onto Nio, this is a company that is doing really well, which might be the reason why I think also the US might be scared for EV companies like Nio to penetrate the US. They know that Nio it's a game changer, which is why it's being also probably being punished even in the stock price or share price wise. Otherwise, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos. If you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.